Vibrant Media. Be heavenly minded and ethically conscious.
I'm all about the over Vibrant Media so. Next year, no subscribe na share na for from Sakeli. And now about Anamoah a interview bi ne nsɛm a wɔka wɔ mu no. Na me pese me ne wo de kasa na me tu nso wofo. Na hu ni yesa brabo na wo bɔ no. Ohunhuma ni wa ewo wutim. Ade bi eyi kyerɛ bi a wonkwa na eyi kyerɛ wo. Until you are able to bring it out no. Obi biara no wo betimi agye ne a wo ka no atom. Mesro yenko tie na ba Anamoah na se ye ba kakra me wo no. Me so me dia so so.
For good reasons, I got onto Metro TV for just one day. In fact, not just a day, for maybe an hour. I had gone for training a few times and they thought I was ready to do the news on Metro TV. And I went on air and Kwame, was a disaster, the worst day of my life.
Oh.
It was a disaster. I mean, disaster. Do you know what a disaster is? It was a disaster.
What happened?
Catastrophe. I mean, I was horrible. I was really horrible. It was that bad. But you know, I'm the type who makes mistakes. I'm very confident about my mistakes as well. I knew very well that it had gone south. But a part of me kept telling me that tomorrow will be better.
Oh.
And also because I had read so many books about people's failures, their strengths, and how they rise up when they fall, I was guided by it. Then they called us and said, oh, the owner of the channel wants to meet us. It was Rebecca and I. Rebecca moved to Canada later.
Okay.
But we went to his office, a Lebanese man and another, so two Lebanese men, and they looked at us, and here I was, because you know I'm very petite. And so I was the little person in the room, and Rebecca was bigger, and these two men, and they were like, look, don't come back here again. This is your last time. And then I said, even me? Because I was so confident that I was good. Although it was horrible, I thought that give me another chance, I would do better. And he said to me, no, you can't come back because you are ugly.
You?
Yeah, that's what the Lebanese told me.
Huh?
Yeah, and I said to him that you are wrong. I mean, all my life, nobody has told me I'm ugly before. You are the first person to say I'm ugly, so you are lying. You're a liar. I'm not ugly. I'm going to go home because my father was outside waiting to take me home anyway. My father was there to pick me up. And I said, you're a liar. I'm not ugly. But Rebecca was crying. And I thought Rebecca was so foolish. Why are you crying? I mean, why are you crying? You are not ugly.
Huh?
I mean, if you think I'm ugly, that's your problem. But I have a mirror at home and no one. I had never been called ugly before. Maybe I'm ugly, but they are too afraid to tell me in person. Nobody said it to my face. But this Lebanese man looked me straight in the eye and said, you are ugly, don't come back.
Oh, no.
And I said, okay, that's fine. And then I left, went home, and then a few weeks later, the GBC audition came up. Well, fast forward. So many years after I ran into him at the Accra Sports Stadium. It was Accra House of Oak playing against the greatest team in Ghana, Accra Great Olympics. And then I ran into this Lebanese man. He came up to me and said, oh, Nanaba, I like you so much on TV. And I was just standing there waiting for him to finish. I said, you don't remember me, do you? He said, no. I said, look, I worked at your channel for one day. You told me I'm ugly.
Eesh.
Now you want to talk to me?
Eesh.
I didn't even shake his hand. I mean, I'm petty like that. When I wear my petticoat,
That's it.
yeah, I get really petty. But I knew that day would come one. And it took so many years, maybe after 10, 12 years, that I ran into him again. Wow. And then at that time, I had become well known. And so he came to congratulate me, say hello. And I reminded him that you told me I'm ugly. Yeah.
Nana ba Anamoah nkomo bomu no. Wama ye hu ni ye se bra na wo pa adwuma no. Oko Metro TV. Na Metro TV no ko share manager ana se oko ho no for a day no. One na omode ni fa some of the way of pese omode of newscasters eye adwuma no. Omo wie yam ko hu omo manager no. Manager no okoto manager no ni another Lebanese network which is Tala no ye Metro TV manager and a CEO at that time. Nti ono no kokoto no any another Lebanese ni awo. As we say Tala na catch and say oh you're ugly. Say the other person now nobody knows. But my point is say empo so nipa na adwuma oba be ye wani anso na wo mfa na many companies be catch us away for back. Then oba wo fi omo mfra obiom. but to look into the person's eye. Now one can't change and say we are ugly. You see the way I'm when it comes to those who have the fair colors now, they think say blacks there in any pebia. You see what according to Anamoah, where they will use the man say we are ugly. You see, and then one thing that I want you to also understand, and it's Anamoah who he say within her there is something within her, and definitely on no own feeling. So we be to me cry or no the obey to me. The person of pay are doing being share with him. Because when you saw the huna, I will win when you want one. I will walk in with him. The opposite with the Bontino. You know, Jenna Bontin, or whom the opposite will come once. And Paul explain each other on to me, Yanti, I sent to say one castle, who say you. At the same time, when you were to Kurubim, and I shot to Kurubim. Now, when you be able to describe each other with the original Bontin. As you say, you can any crew, send any crew, or who is Adian. It is so good to me, Gia Tumuno, a dear Yedene. Except Obia, a wood GDO, when you were signed for a while. No one knew the capacity to be a Wikitano betting Jiwa 2 instant, and I within a twinkle of an eye. So we will be able to make us idea we are swimming. But aside that, you didn't per 100 in our make catch us 199. A best Kimuna, not to Ghana, say, Omunina, rejected. Because what you are saying, or the ball on in tears, yes, I know, because I was sending on when you are, and I know, a Casacho with him. It's a command, sir. One I will be with him, and I say, what will be, and then this will be town, when they also fight forward. Send a bayer when this will be a baby. I remember it looks like 2009 to 2010. Now audition be a course a music audition. The company name was Dan Jude. When I see Nana will lead you as an instrumentalist and as an engineer. Until now, all your audition no circle commercial bank 8th floor. I remember I was there not for the audition, but I wanted to see how Omokono. And for that matter, I realized that there was a certain lady. I will be no more interview. Now, auto Philippa Bay film. Now, so we jina bontina o tem no no. What say Philippa Bay fi ankasa na eto dum. But I learned say one judge, the way of condemning girl no. A lady ni pii na osu. Me person dey do obi because a name no, say lady na condemning no one of the greatest musicians unimo no. Me person dey do ni. So say lady no so enya abotoyem bi, wanya encouragement bi, wan share ne ho deni. And one for nyina deni say, this is what God has given to me. Definitely, I have to do it. Now, meaning say at the end of the day, before they film beba, nipa will need me for a while. And your name was then I'm failing. I know Cheresa watching me failing. But then one of the greatest musicians, Ghana, no, she's one of them. Master is saying, whatever you are doing, since a year move anyone, since a woman call what dream. Now, person will explain more bit here. Oh, you will be. So, want to mean for the original and now say. The physical aspect need to drive ye and for the person to accept you, they are very difficult. And I did the other on Saka, I did the other person ye, I did the other Miswadi who kitao. Obedient is what you do, and any penny new Hontiasiano, a line to form, a more balloon. Bomoding, never persistence, a juma. When you bomoding training over and over again, bomoding to Anamoah. So Obiaka say you create to Anamoah because one day, the people that called you say we feel you are no. Those people will come back for you. I'm telling you. Now man Anamoah say go to a point that you not allow fata. If say or chanting some but she doesn't want to greet her. Men complaining men can say because you look at it like a bitterness was in her because of the way I know no. Because that is not the way you should talk to. But the way of a in the Casa, no, and I'm one penny side, or here I just saw, a crown chiano. Master said, and yet that part and Pesa won't share, that part near ugly, and for non tonchen. But the part that is okay, as say, keep on doing whatever you are doing. Keep on doing what you are doing. Make sure, so Madiana, Juma. make sure say at the end of the day no more sere wo no ebeba beka say hey I dey you from beginning na wo kan wo asemo ba yamfa ya dwi amma no anopai nkomodi ame no wo no ene na mpese wo de wa dwi so no eno na mbia ma we nyame hira ho no nka ho me da se
Vibrant Media. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates.